Well, hello everyone. It is Karynjean. Welcome back to the studio. If you're new here, welcome. We're glad to have you here, and I hope you enjoy. It is January 2024. Don't ask me the date. I never know the date. Probably around the 10th. Okay? Works for me. I have decided to start a new project. I want to make a prayer journal, but I want to make it a little bit different. I'm going to make it out of this Amazon packaging, which is basically just 2 pieces of bubble wrap smushed together, or a piece of bubble wrap folded in half. So if you have bubble wrap hanging around from something, you can use that. When I fold this in half, it measures roughly 8.5 by 6.5. So it's the normal, I'm using air quotes here, the normal size. I'll be able to put regular size paper in it, basically an 8.5 by 11 sheet folded in half. That's how we do that. Okay, so, and it'll work out kind of like a 1-inch spine, but it's going to be, I want it soft to the feel, so I'm going to actually cover the whole thing first with this beautiful soft flannel. The green stripe. I have a pink stripe and a blue stripe, and I might even have a yellow stripe. I do have a yellow stripe, but I'm going to use this green stripe. I like it. So basically, I'm gonna cut 2 pieces. I think this is what I'm gonna do. Let me move that. Here we go. There. This is what I'm doing. There's a couple of ways I can do this. I can just make a pocket out of the fabric and slip this in and then seal it off. I could do that. I know my brain is trying to think here. First of all, I'm just going to snip it here, there, and tear this. And this is obviously 100% cotton flannel, so the tear it'll give you a good straight along the edge here. So because both sides are torn, it's going to be exactly the same width down the whole thing. Okay, so, and, okay, now I can have that one hanging out. There we go. I am going to, how am I going to do this? Ooh, this looks like it needs to be ironed first. I'll turn on the iron. And I don't want the seam, if I'm going to sew it around, I want the threads here on the outside. It does bleed through a little bit. We might need to cover it with something. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to take it to the ironing board. I'll tell you that. I'm going to also, what I do with my scissors. Here, I'll flip it over this way so we can see. Okay. I need to give myself room. Okay. If I do a 1-inch all the way around, how much is a 1-inch? We could do a 1-inch there. First, I need to tear this here off, the selvage edge, because I want this to fray with use as it gets used more and more. So I guess what I should do is this. Measure this at, that's not going to measure it. That's not going to measure it. Let's pull out the larger one. Bear with me. Oh. My quilt rule, 13. What's going on here? It's not laying flat. Let's do it this way. Dog is whining, of course, as is normal. 13 and... well, it's not 13 and a half. 11, 12. I can actually cut it down a little bit because if it's a 5.5 by 11 sheet of paper folded in half, 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper folded in half makes it 5.5 by 8.5. So 5.5, so which is so we have 11 inches, and then we have a spine. If we say 12, if we give ourselves 12 inches for a spine, I can actually cut this, make it a little bit smaller. So, which is something I'm going to do. And I'll do it on this side, right here. Going to mark it first. There, so I can see it. Kind of get out a mat so I don't cut through the fabric. Thank you very much. Let's get a smaller one. There's not a lot of room here on top of this desk. I'm going to use my rotary. I have my finger blade there, but I'm going to use the rotary here. Dog is pitiful. I still have to cover that window. I have a half-moon window in my front door, and she lays on top of the stairs, and she looks outside, and she whines because people walking in the street, etc., etc. Okay, so what did I cut this down to 12? So I need, here we go, 12. And then I set an inch all around. So I need 14. Do I have an inch here? An inch here. Good enough. So I need 14. Okay. No, wait a second. I need 14. I need 28. I need 2 pieces of 14. We could do it that way. I'm going to go. All right. Oh, I realize you guys are crooked. Sorry. I'm going to turn on the, I'm going to cut 2 pieces of this fabric to 14 inches. I'm going to iron it, and then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and close up 3 sides around the inch mark. And we're going to shove this, and then I'm going to shove this in there and sew it closed. And I'll be back. Okay, hello, I am back. Went a little crooked there, but that's okay. We're going to snip, snip, snip the loose threads. Here we go. And there. Okay, so here is what will turn out to be a prayer journal with a 1-inch spine. Now, what I also had to do is, or what I didn't have to do, what I did was, you know, I have lots and lots of sticker sheets like this. Where is it? Oh. like this. It's two to a page, really for shipping labels and stuff. But I use these a lot to cover insides of journals and stuff too, as I put that back. So I covered the inside, both sides, with just white sticker paper. Why is there a bump there? Oh, crud. What is that? There's a bump there, which is going to cause me to... Well, it is on the outside. I was going to say I'm going to have to open it up to see what this bump is. I'm going to have to open it up to see what that bump is anyway. All right, well, let's do this. And then I'm going to have to put the zipper foot back on the machine. Tack nabbit all. Let's open it up here. Maybe I won't have to put the zipper foot back on. Normally, switching out the... foot of the sewing machine is an easy thing to do, but the sewing machine that I'm using, my little workhorse over there, what is that? Bear with me just a second. My little workhorse over there, which belonged to the mother of one of my daughter's friends, Mama Sleeth. I don't know if she... there. All right. Let me take this back to the sewing machine and close that up. Okay, I've pulled stuff out. Now, what I have decided... Excuse me, my chair feels low. It's not. Is that in order to maintain the softness of this journal, I'm not using any cardstock. So just regular paperweight. Okay, so the signatures are put together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 there. Now, I'm going to do a 2-inch. Am I going to do it 2 inches? Let me think. 1 inch. No, I'm going to do 3 inches. I'm going to do 3 inches. I can always make it smaller. I can't make it bigger. Oh, there. I'm just going to do it right there. Whatever that is. Now, I'm going to take these to the ironing board. And what am I going to do? How am I going to get these down? Well, I'm just going to take them to the ironing board. I'll be right back. Okay. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make some marks. I'm going to make some marks. So this here is folding right there. So that's the natural center right there, right there. I'm marking it right here. Right. Where's that line? Just making sure I'm marking it. Okay. Oh, no. And see, this stuff will just rub right off. Bella. Okay, there we go. Now I am also going to mark the middle of this, because this is where Let's see what we got. It's a little over 3 inches. All right, let's do it this way. Let's do it the easy way. Okay, there. All right, what I'm going to do is find my needles. Get these things sewn onto, I should say, this, and then I'm going to sew this on the machine into the book, and I'll be back. This isn't easy. I'm just showing you guys partially because of this. I'll fold it up for now. That way. Hidden spines are usually not all that easy, I don't think, to begin with. Well, the problem is with this is because I don't have it on anything solid, it's just fabric. So it's, yeah, so it's a little bit harder to do, is all I'm saying. And because I'm doing it the reverse, as a hidden spine truly is, where it gets tied, instead of sewing it from here, I'm sewing it from behind, and sewing it from behind can be more difficult. Let me just put it that way. Can be more difficult. Okay, let's see how I did. This is the outside of the book. Right? Oh, the dog has been whining and annoying me. Also, I'm ending the video here because I have editing to do and because it's long anyway, but when I was sewing in the signatures onto this, you know, you're sewing, and then I kind of turned my head because I needed to see, and my back went out on me. So anyway, yes, so we're going to do a quick flip through. This here got kind of, let me just see if I can straighten that just a little bit. Okay, so, and you see how it opens flat, which I like, right? It's all sewn in. The signatures are in. This is... Okay, let's take a look and see what we're dealing with here. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So, and with use, obviously, it's going to get softer. It's like, you know, babies' books are... Oh, gosh. I'll be back. Okay, let's just do this quickly before she starts barking again. Right, padded babies' books, right, that are vinyl and you can wipe off. Oh, there she goes again. All right, so here we go. Let's make sure it's not upside down. Flip over. So this, I might have to trim these pages down. See how that's... And then this with the flip open. Okay. That top hole is not in the center. I'll just pull it over a little bit. Yeah, because see, these are ripping. So, all right, let's see if we can do this easily. Wait a second. I have to turn it upside down because I'm, again, right-handed. I'll just use my finger thingy. Okay, and I'm just going to a 1/2 inch. Okay, take it in 1/2 inch. There's one. Let's flip this way. Oops. 1/2 inch. going to take this one in 1/4 inch. I know it's not the same, but it was going to cut that off otherwise. Okay, that should be okay. And let's go back here. We'll do, move that. We'll do 1/4 inch and hope that that's enough. Okay. And where's the other one? Here it is. This one we can do 1/2 inch. Let's do 1/4 inch. Okay. I'm looking for, there it is, the cover to my finger blade. All right, let's start over, shall we? Okay, so okay, it should be fine. Should be fine now. So I wanted these. This is nice. These printed papers that I wanted them pale enough that they could also be journaled upon, assuming we're not going to be decorating them, but you never know. And there's this one. Make sure everything is okay here. Okay. 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 So we will start. So this is going to be our new soft cover. Our soft, I don't know, what are we going to call this? It's a new prayer journal. Our soft and flexible prayer journal. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope this gets your imagination going. Don't worry, those pink spots will rub off. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.